Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome. It's Tuesday, and we are here today for another show. We are here today for a TEP member corner. But before we get started, if you are just joining us, welcome. And please go ahead and share, invite your friends, and send them the links for them to join us. We have a very good show for you guys. Our guest today is not anybody that is new. She's been here a couple of times. She's awesome, and she have a lot to share with us. So come on in, share. We are live on YouTube and live on Facebook, so you can also stream on YouTube if you're more comfortable, or you want to watch it on TV. So you can watch it on YouTube on TV, or you can just chill on your phone on Facebook. All
Yep,
right.
that's right. So just in time for a run through of who we are as TEP Direct. So TEP Direct is just an organization where we put together a listing of people from the Togolese community. And today we're doing the Members Corner. So one of those individuals will be presenting today, as we know. And yeah,
Awesome. Also, Tap Direct, we have a bonfire shop where we have various merch that we have. So we are asking you all to please support us by going on www.bonfire.com/store/tap dash direct, and we have various items, sweatshirts, t-shirts, mugs, and this proceeds from this store is going to help us launch the official app of Tap Direct. As you all know, Tap Direct is no longer a feed subscription to get listed. So if you don't yet have your business listed on Tap Direct, um, please go ahead and list your business. It is free of charge. There's no reoccurring charge. There is a one-time setup fee of $5, which is literally less than a number one meal at Madano. It's just to help us set up. It's just to help us set up your account on Tap Direct. So like I was saying, the proceeds from all our merchandise that we are selling are going to be going towards the creations and the going live of our Tap Direct app and the integration of Europe as well as Africa on the app. So please go ahead and support us. We will greatly appreciate it. Did I miss anything, Ariella?
Just one more thing. If you like to have the opportunity to advertise your business with us, we're gonna just show you here that it's a great thing to do. We have an average of about 1,000 views, so this is a great opportunity for you to advertise with us as we go through in our breaks. So please email us if you like to at tapdirect@gmail.com.
Awesome. Thank you, Arella. I definitely forgot about that one. See, that's why you have partners. Hey. All right. So before we get into our show today, um, we have a business that sponsored the show today. We have a couple businesses that sponsored the show today. The first one is Les Appâts de Magie. If you don't already know what that is, it is a snack business, Togolese snacks to provide suclezine, toffee, luga, all the sweet stuff that we have back home. It's available here for sale. So I'm gonna play their video quickly for the information so that you may have that information. All right. So if you have sweet tooth, go ahead and place your order of the goodies that you would like to do. Okay, so before we continue on the show, let's take a quick break so we can give time for people to join in and share the live, join in, and so we can go ahead and start and introduce our guests and get the show moving.
Right.
I have one more video.
This magazine caters to all African nationwide. It doesn't matter if you're in the Midwest, East Coast, wherever you are, you can use this magazine to have more visibility and to tell your story.
All right, so I'm sure the videos gave us a little hint of what we are talking about today, and obviously the flyers that you have seen all over. Sure, gave you guys the hint. So Ariella, who is our guest for today?
Today we are having Deborah Dogba, and she is the CEO of Afro Mag Swag. We're so excited to have her here today, just to tell her all about her business and her membership here with us. So yeah, here she is.
Hi, Miss Deborah.
Hi, good evening. It's 7:10 here. I guess it's 8:10 p.m. where you're at. Thanks for having me on the show.
We are
Thank
so
you.
happy to have you. You are family to this show now. Like I think this is your third time or fourth time on the show.
My second time.
No, Miss Deborah, you came last
Oh, third
year.
time. Yes,
Yeah.
third time.
See, you come so much that you become family. So,
I just
Well,
um,
thank you so much for this.
oh, you're
Thank
welcome.
you so much, guys. Go get yours. It's on Bonfire.
Yeah.
It's just 15.99 to support this platform.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
the plug, Miss Deborah. Okay, so you are family. Even though you are family, I'm sure there is one person that is watching us today that maybe have not seen our previous shows. So I'm gonna give you the opportunity to introduce yourself one more time to us, who you are, what you do, and then we'll go from there.
Thank you so much. So my name is Deborah Dogba. I'm here in Omaha, Nebraska, and of course, I'm a proud Togolese. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've been on this platform with my business sales consulting firm, and today I'm here with Afro Swag Media and Magazine. Just like the name, it's a magazine. It's also a media platform where I bring, entrepreneurs, especially the diaspora, African diaspora entrepreneurs to this platform to encourage them, to promote them so that they can have more visibility. So it's a physical magazine, and also we have it online where you can go and read all the editions, past editions, and new issues. In a nutshell,
In a
that's
nutshell.
Deborah.
That's really great to hear. So yeah, we're so excited to have you here today. How did you come up with this idea for anyone who's not aware of your start? Like, why begin something like this?
So I'm glad you're asking that question. I'm a business advisor and business consultant. So I meet a lot of, aspiring entrepreneurs and people that have amazing ideas. And, um, yeah, people that have amazing ideas, and we kind of brainstorm and think about, how can we promote you and how can we give you more visibility.
Mm,
So while meeting with people, I noticed that they don't have, especially the immigrant business owners or change makers, we don't have that much of visibility. And I just thought about having the magazine in addition to what you guys are doing and all the podcasts out there,
mm-hmm.
to just have a magazine, a physical copy of the magazine to place in, everywhere in town, and it's a nationwide magazine. And
Wow.
the vision is also to have it in flight. Those flights that take us back to Africa, Europe, back and forth, to have it in flight. That way we can promote our businesses that we have here. We can promote it, in the whole world. So that's how the idea came. And I started approaching local resources like banks and universities, colleges, and hospitals, business that caters to African immigrants. So
Mhm.
I started approaching them, and they found the idea very interesting. And they started asking me, oh, so we have a lot of Africans here in Omaha that are business owners. And I'm like, yeah, we do. And you know what they told me? They said, okay, when we have anyone that is featured in your magazine, then that's like a 50% trust. We can trust the business. And if they come to us for loans and, working capital, we are willing to work with them. So I really encourage people to use the magazine, advertise in it, and use it, read it, subscribe to it, because it's already, a 50% trust when it comes to banks to have that relationship. It's like I'm introducing you to all these lenders.
Yeah, yeah, that's really good. And, I think you said something about visibility, and oftentimes, like, when it comes to like immigrants, like they're here, but no one really recognizes them. They build them up for success, but nobody really recognizes their success. So I think the idea of visibility, especially for immigrants and especially the Togolese community, because I believe that there are a lot of Togolese out there, but like we don't really like know about them as much. Especially me as a university student, it's like I know my classroom or my whole institution is not just Nigerians. Like there's so many more, and so yeah. So why do you feel like this is important for the Togolese community to have a magazine, to encourage people to pick up a magazine and learn about the community rather than everything else that's in our time?
The magazine doesn't just feature businesses, we write stories. So the slogan is the ethnic wave. Let's engage, narrate, and let's empower one another. And we
Mm,
have amazing stories in the magazine of how immigrant business owners, successful, change makers, how they started, and you can learn from it. You can, discover more people, and it's also a mean to network among ourselves. So Togolese, I mean, any nationality really can use this platform to expand the reach.
yeah, wow, that's actually amazing. That's actually amazing. And yeah, so we have a question here, and it says, "How is your target audience for your magazine?"
How is my target audience? Thanks for that question. So, anyone really that is looking forward to expand the reach, like I said, and also, you know, expose the products and services, they're more than welcome to advertise in the magazine. And also, anyone looking to actually do business with African diaspora, business owners or service providers. They can use the magazine. They can subscribe to it online to know how many businesses are out there, African owned businesses that are in Omaha, for instance, or that are in Pennsylvania. Okay, we have a lawyer, we have a doctor, we have a dentist, we have a journalist, we have, a chiropractor, a restaurant, we have, all kind of businesses, hair braiders. Okay, so I can solely do business with Africans in the US. So anyone that is a business owner or anyone that is into, helping this community grow, because we really need that. We need to use our own services. And you can live in the US just by using the African diaspora services. You can find anyone in the African diaspora that offers whatever you need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I know people that actually do that.
Really?
In 2019, I met a lot of people that told me, okay, I'm only doing business with African diaspora business owners. And I'm like, okay, so here in Omaha, do you have any dentist that is African? And they just gave me the business card. Okay, do you have anyone in the African diaspora here that can help with life insurance, for instance? And we have many. Anyone with um, knowledge of investment, any type of business, anything that you need, you'll find someone in the African diaspora. I have a question.
Yeah, so the question we have here is what is a demographic, age, ethnicity, gender? So I'm guessing like within the outreach of your magazine, like what is the age range, ethnicities that are part of this initiative, and gender? Like,
You know, anyone, anyone when it comes to the age group, I will say we have events. We have events that are featured in the magazine, even children's. We have a children's beauty pageant. So anyone can use the magazine, ethnicity, anyone that considers themselves as African diaspora, gender, male, female, anyone is welcome.
hmm, that's really great. That's really great. So how did you decide to break up the magazine?
How did I decide to break up the magazine?
Yeah, so like what are the different pieces of contents that you put in there? You mentioned that you have stories. Like how do you choose your stories that you put in there? Um, and then also like do you include other things like do you include like different aspects of like what to know, what's going on in Africa today? Or like how do you what is like the table of contents of the magazine?
Okay, I haven't started featuring anything that is going on in Africa. Like I said, it's solely for the African diaspora. It can be in the US, it can be in Europe, it can be in Canada, it can be anywhere where we find the African diaspora people. So we have different sections. We have different types of businesses. We have service providers and product-based businesses. And when it comes to the story, it really depends on what's going on in the diaspora right now. So this issue was the summer edition 2020, and I know um, that's when George Floyd um, thing happened,
Yes.
unfortunately. And I just, did a little bit of research, and I found this lady that is an expert when it comes to diversity and culture and diversity and inclusion. And she has a PhD, and she's well known. She trains, law enforcement in the DMV area, and she provides a lot of training to law enforcement and all these organizations that have serious issues when it comes to diversity and inclusion. And that's how I was able to feature her. to have her advice and tell us a little bit about what she does so that she can create awareness. And then we have, um, several businesses. We actually, in this one, with COVID-19, we have a cleaning business owner here,
Yep.
and he offers, disinfecting services, and, just whatever is going on, I try to reach out to the experts in that
Mhm.
field that are African diaspora business owners in order to feature them in the magazine. So that's how I get my story, and that's how I get the magazine really relevant.
Wow, that is really amazing. And before you go on and take over, we're just going to go into a short break of 30 seconds. And then the floor is yours to really really tell us more about what you want to show us in regards to the magazine.
Okay. This magazine caters to all African nationwide. It doesn't matter if you're in the Midwest, East Coast, wherever you are, you can use this magazine to have more visibility and to tell your story.
And we're so, Ms. Deborah, may you please go and you have the floor to just really explain to us what Afro Swag Mag is and anything that has been left out before the break, you have the floor to tell us. And then
All right, thank you.
one person just dropped here, I need a trader, any contact, kind of. Yeah.
What do you mean by I need a trader? I don't quite understand the question.
Yeah. So as the person is being more detailed in their question, you can go ahead.
All right, thank you so much, Ariela. So we are talking about Afro Swag Media and Magazine. Like I said, it's a platform, it's a physical magazine, and also it's online. You can go to um, afroswagmagazine.com and you can read online, you can subscribe to it. We also have merchandises like t-shirt, hoodies, and we have a lot of goodies to give out to just anyone in the diaspora. And we also support events. If you have any event coming up, reach out to us and we will be able to connect you with people that may help you, and we would like to promote you. We would like to have you also on our podcast. We do have a podcast where we bring business owners, change makers, and those that are having an event to feature them on our podcast. So it's really for the African diaspora here in the US. Like I said, we are expanding to Canada, even UK. We now have a correspondent in UK. So in also Canada, US, Africa, and UK for now. And then, like I said, it's nationwide. It's nationwide. Right, I have a correspondent in Chicago. I have one in New York, and we have one in DC and Michigan. We have several people in Michigan, so we are growing. And soon you guys will find this, the flights that take you back to Africa, Europe, and back and forth. You'll be able to see this. And I'm inviting, restaurant owners and also those that are in the food business to advertise in this magazine. So this is what it can do for you. We have this in flight, and someone, a business owner, is coming from Europe or Africa, and let's say they're going to California, and they have this, they can know ahead of time, okay, when I get to California, I would like to at some point, eat African cuisine. And these are the restaurants that we can find in California. Okay, I'm taking note of this so that when I get there, I can just go eat there. And these are the type of businesses that we have in Omaha, Nebraska. I can reach out to these people when I get to Omaha, Nebraska. Same thing with Pennsylvania, Chicago, wherever they're going to, they already have this information. So it's really relevant, it's helpful, it will give you that visibility and for people to even know you before coming to the States. And also when those that I call newcomers, when you have newcomers, they can ahead of time, already have this magazine in flight and they know, oh, when I go to, let's say, Michigan, I'm not going to be, just by myself. We actually have an African community there, and we have business owners, we have service providers, and I can just connect to this person to help me with this particular need that I have. So I encourage you, like the tagline says, let's engage. Let's narrate our own story. That's very important to me. That's one of the visions. Let's narrate our own story. Let's not let the people here narrate or tell our story. We
Yep.
can tell our own story by being featured in the magazine. For instance, I have one of your guests. I think he was on your platform 2 weeks ago. His
Mhm.
name is Kokoti.
Yep.
Kokoti, he was talking about the real estate business, owning a house versus, renting an apartment. And he gives tips in this magazine. He's
Mhm.
very knowledgeable and he gives tips in this magazine when it comes to real estate. So we have lawyers also, immigration attorneys that give tip in this magazine, and the contact information is in this magazine. You can reach out to them. And all these people, they have promotions going on, and you can have the promotion in this magazine, and it's exclusively, in the magazine. You won't find this type of promotions anywhere. And how can a business be featured in the magazine? On our page, afroswagmagazine.com, when you go to all services and products, you
Mhm.
click on the tab that says advertise with us. Advertise with us, and then we have all the price lists on that page where you can go ahead and, just choose the one that you want. We have different packages. You can be featured on the front of the magazine, the front page, or the back page, or you can have one page, or half page, or um, a quarter page, or 1/8 of a page, and the price is listed on our website. Just go and click on the tab that says advertise with us, and you'll be able to purchase it and submit all your information there. And then once we get it, we'll be in contact with you to get all your artwork, and then we will let you know when the next issue is going to be out, and you'll be in the magazine. And from time to time, we have promotions going on. So I encourage you to follow us on Instagram. It's hashtag AFSwagMag, hashtag AFSwagMag. Follow us on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and you'll be able to uh, you know, remain updated when it comes to the promotions that we have. I know for Easter we have a promotion going on, and just follow us and go to YouTube. Go to YouTube, you'll be able to view our podcast to know what business we have out there or which business we are featuring this month. And if you want to be featured on our podcast, it's free. It's
Oh,
free
wow.
on our podcast. Just get in touch with us. And like I said, it will give you more reach and you'll be able to expand your reach.
That's amazing. So you
Yes, I'm going to answer that question. Yes, we always, have a special deal for Tap Direct, the Tap Tribe. Yes, get in touch with us, and we will be able to. Even the next issue that will be out on April 15. Yeah, we have space for you. We'll be able to get you guys in the magazine.
That is amazing. So you mentioned that one edition is coming out April 15th. So how often do you release a new magazine? Is it annually? Is it twice a year? Like, what is the time frame for that?
I'm glad you're asking that question. So the magazine started, the first issue was out on December 24th, 2019, which is actually my birthday. So I wanted to offer myself that. So it came out on Christmas Eve of 2019, and it's a quarterly magazine. So
Okay.
the first year was last year, 2020, and it came out every quarter. And then this year, we're going to continue with the quarterly issue. And starting in 2022, is going to be, monthly because we have a lot of businesses to feature and it's going to be monthly. And hopefully by 2022, most businesses are open and we can have this, we can have the involvement of colleges and universities because we already made the connection and they're just waiting for, you know, businesses to be open with the COVID-19 pandemic so
Mhm.
that they can get the students, international students involved in the magazine. We
That's
also
amazing.
offer internship. We offer internships for writers, those that are good at writing or those that are in the journalism, field and graphic design so that they can practice, with this magazine. And those internships are very valuable for them and we'll give them recommendations. And we also, hire international or recruit international students as well.
That's amazing. I think the piece about international students and just including them to be visible in this space is really interesting because, as we know, like international students don't really get a lot of benefits from being students in America.
Mhm.
And I think that's really cool that you have that. So we have a comment slash question here saying,
Mhm.
um, let's let's say if the business is local, how can you implement the business information and which magazine will be placed?
I like that question. Thank you so much, Cece. So yes, for instance, when you go to Chicago, the issue that is going to be in Chicago will feature Chicago businesses. You know, the issue will have obviously the cover page and the back page will be the same, but the businesses that will be featured will be based in Chicago. As well as if you go to New York, for instance, the businesses that will be featured will be New York based. And also, if you go to Canada or Europe, it's the same. So it will actually cater to wherever you're at. So you won't see a business that is based here in Omaha, Nebraska. For instance, when we take a hair braider, you will
Yeah.
not be traveling from Chicago to Omaha to braid your hair,
Yeah.
unless you have something going on where you have to come to Omaha. Then the local businesses that are here. But For instance, when you take an immigration lawyer, it doesn't really matter which location they're at, because I think I'm not sure, but my understanding is that the immigration law is a federal thing, so they can be anywhere, and they travel. They do travel to help their clients wherever they are. So if an immigration attorney is um, doing advertisement in the magazine, it doesn't matter where they're at. But for instance, a hairdresser or a local restaurant, African restaurant, it will be location based. I hope that answers your question, Cece. If it doesn't, we can take a follow-up question.
Yeah.
Advertising all the issues because your business is an e-business will cost you more. So if I understand, is that a question?
Um. Well,
So we do have, people
will
that
it cost?
advertise in the magazine on a yearly base. Okay, it's a question. On a yearly base, so they will get to be in the magazine 4 times a year. And for those, we have a special price for them. So it doesn't, because your business is an e-business, will cost you more.
I think.
Oh, okay. So for e-businesses, is that what you mean, Clarice? For e-businesses, promoting in the magazine, like I said, it's not just a physical magazine. It's an online magazine also where people can go and check you out. So in addition to all the platforms that we have, like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, and the website, this is another, social media platform for you because it's an online magazine as well. I
Right.
hope that answers your question.
Hope so too. So since like cost has been brought up, I think you should list like costs for different pricings and different selections featuring. So yeah, let's talk about cost of magazine and all that.
It's very cost effective. And right now, like I said, for Easter, we have a 20% promotion, 20% off promotion going on. If you mention Tap Direct, so Tap Direct is your code to get a 20% off. And then, yeah, you get that discount. What about the online or the plain version? What about it?
I think in regards to cost,
Okay, so we do have a newsletter. We have a newsletter that goes out every Sunday. So you can also, if you choose to be featured on the newsletter, it costs you $50, just $50. And we have, right now, we have about 2,500, subscribers, email subscribers. And um, we are increasing our readership. So just $50 will give you access to 2,300 people.
wow.
And then the other question, the plane. So right now we are mention Tap Direct and get 25% off. Right now, we are still in the negotiation, we are negotiating with these Ethiopian Airlines, in order to have this on the flight. Are we having an echo? Are you, Harila?
I am hearing some echoes, but it's probably fine.
I'm hearing some echoes too. I don't know what it is.
It's all good. Yeah, you mentioned Ethiopian Airlines. I know.
Oh, I know what it is. Hold on. I think I need to okay, I'll do it in a minute.
Okay, or we can actually take a break and you can figure it out.
Yes, I need
let's
to lower the volume here.
take a break.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. So right now we're just taking a break, but it's been very insightful to just understand Afro Swag Mag. You know, I'm learning so much, and I think it's so good that like we're having a chance to have Africans visible on such platform. She mentioned that storytelling is so important. And yeah, so that was our short break, but it's really important that we share our stories as Africans, and having a space like Afro Swag Mag is just really incredible. So yeah, Miss Deborah, how is your technical issues now?
Can you hear me?
Yes, it's popping. It's good.
And no more echo, right?
Yeah, it's all good now. Mhm.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, I was answering, one question from Sexy Togolais. So about the online version, we have that newsletter that goes out every Sunday, and it's only $50 to be exposed to about 2,300 subscribers. And also when it comes to the plane, the in-flight magazine, like I said, we are in the negotiation mode. We are talking to various, carriers, including Air France and Delta. So hopefully I will give you a good news right now. I mean, in a short, term, I'll give you the good news. And also we are trademarked, the magazine, the Afro Swag magazine, including the tagline and everything is trademarked,
Mhm.
including the logo. So that's a big step right there. We have a question from Henriette. If I live in California, do I need to advertise in all the issues? You know, it'll be better. Thanks for the question. It'll be better to advertise in all four issues, but you can decide just to do one issue and to see how it goes. And I encourage event planners, those that have an event coming up, to advertise in the magazine, because once you purchase the package, whether you're in California, you're in the hair business, or you have a show coming up. We'll have you on the podcast. We'll have you online. We'll have you in the newsletter. We'll have you in the physical magazine, and also, Instagram, YouTube, and however you want it. Just let us know, and we'll be able to feature you and give you that visibility. And I hope that answers your question. If you're in California, you actually don't have to, advertise in all issues unless you choose to. And that would be my recommendation. But let us know how we can best serve you.
Yeah, I think one thing you mentioned, and maybe you can expand more, is the topic of trademarking. As a business owner, this idea of trademarking, like, what advice would you give to, the Togolese community, the viewers who want to trademark their business as you went through the process?
I'm going to wear my business consultant hat and answer that question. If you have a brand, something, really, if you have a big vision and a brand that is unique, the best way to protect that is to trademark it, And it's not an easy process. I actually hired a business attorney to help me go through that process. It was very demanding, it was very detailed, and it took about a year and a half. And the COVID-19, didn't really help because it slowed down the process, but I'm glad it's finally done. And, it's just a little bit, expensive, but it's worth doing it.
Mhm. So, what would you say would be like the cost range in order to have your brand trademarked?
Depending on what your attorney charges, it can be anywhere from 5,000 to 7,000, you know.
Yeah.
Depending on who you're working with. If you started the process yourself and at some point you needed the help of an attorney, or if you do everything yourself, it can be um, lower than what the range that I just gave. But my advice is to use an attorney, a
Mhm.
business attorney, so that they can, you're sure that everything will be done well.
Yeah, I think that's so important to know because, you know, there are so many Africans that start their own business, that start their own, have their own brand, but is everything trademarked? And as you explained, like being trademarked just adds more credibility, adds more protection over your brand. So I think it's good for us to have these type of conversations and also like invest more into building protection over our brands and not just starting something. So thank you so much.
Exactly. You're welcome. So yeah, it's very important, to invest in your business, invest in your vision, invest in your professional growth, invest in your personal growth. It's very important. It's very rewarding, and in a long run, it pays off.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. Yeah, is there anything else more, or does the audience have any more questions for Mr. Bora? This is really an amazing thing, and I've never really like. There's not even like a Vogue Africa or like you know you would expect like these big brands to be more representative of Africa. So it's really great that you have Afro Swag Mag, and yeah, it's amazing.
And this is the next vogue of the African diaspora. You
Period.
know, we are pushing for it. We're pushing for it. We're working really, really, really hard. I'm not going to tell you everything right now, but soon, you'll discover surprises and new things that we have coming up. And we do have a yearly, gala that,
Okay.
and soon when everyone is vaccinated, I don't know, maybe, when COVID-19 just disappears, we will start having the in-person gathering, all the events, and shout out to Sexy Togolais. Last year, despite the COVID-19 pandemic, we had our official launching party. And he's the one who actually orchestrated it, and it was amazing. It was a nice gathering. So shout out to him for that help right there. And this year in December, we're going to, have a big celebration because, like I said, every year is going to be AF Swag Mag Gala, and we expect to see, the African diaspora from all over the US come to attend, come to celebrate. Let's engage, let's narrate our own story, and let's empower one another. Like I said, join the ethnic wave. We have hoodies, we have a lot of merch, we have, cool t-shirts that are going to, come out this summer, and you'll see it. It's amazing.
That's
What
really
we
great.
have for you, it's amazing. So stay tuned. Yes, that's it. I have my Medea, Lady Medea. She's my model on this one. And then we have cool things coming up. Join the ethnic wave, like I'm saying, join. And we have, he is not a stranger. He's familiar to this
Wow,
platform.
we all know this guy.
Yes. And he's part of the Afro Swag team. He's a member of the team.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So I think one of the things that we all have to do is just stay connected and really follow Afro Swag Mag. So you can follow the magazine on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, and really stay connected and updated with all the major and big announcements that are coming up this year, 2021. Mr. Ware,
And yes, I'll be providing, I'll be sponsoring this show right here, and we will have a lot of swags for you guys. I don't know if you do like games or if you give opportunities to people to win cool stuff. And like I said, we have hats, hoodies, and those stuffs amazing things that we'll be sending to you guys for people to win.
Oh, that's really great. So yeah, so members that are watching, viewers that are watching, there might be some goodies coming to you in the upcoming shows that we have every Tuesday at 8 p.m. So if you're a consistent viewer, you're
Yeah.
probably gonna get something.
We have this also mug that you can
Yeah.
win. We have the hats, we have the masks. You know, when I wear Afro Swag mask and I go in town, everybody is like, wow, that's a cool logo. And you know, my logo has the kente,
Mhm.
you know, in it. So people just, you know, it's something that is very attractive when they see
Yeah.
them with that Africa map in Kente. They're like, oh, where did you get that at? I want it. And I'm like, oh, here you go. I have one for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This has really been amazing. We just thank you so much for joining us. You know, at this point, we're family. So we just really thank you for joining us and telling us all about Afromax swag. So yeah, Mr. Bora, do you have any last words, any last statements before we let you go?
Thank you so much for having me on this platform. It's always a pleasure and a privilege to be on here and to share a little bit with you. And thank you for watching. Thank you for our viewers. You know, everyone that connects every Tuesday. We thank you so much, Mariela, Clarice, and you know the how will I call it? You know, he's behind the scenes and he's making this happen. Sexy Togole, shout out to you and thanks for having me.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Well, have a nice night. We thank you and we'll see you next time.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye. Wow, that was really amazing. Like that initiative was just, it was just great to just learn that there are so many ways that people actually want to bring out the African community. And I
Me,
want
I'm
to tell
about to bribe her so I can be on her front page.
you, right?
I
Like,
was over here practicing my front page poses, like, hey,
yeah, because
hey.
I think it's so crazy that Vogue magazine has all these other countries, but there's no Vogue Africa. So
Yeah.
this
So
is
this is our Vogue Africa. So
basically.
yeah, I definitely love it. I was on the back and watching and reading the comments and commenting and everything, and I was like, yo, I need to get on the front page.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So,
so
it,
next week
mhm.
we are going to have the second part of our TED Talk on education. So if you are an an immigrant, if you are in college, already in college, it's never too late to learn about finances. Okay, my mic is low, so hold on. Let me do this real quickly. I have now. I think it's moving now. Um, so like I was saying, for next week, if you are somebody that is currently in college, or you are in high school thinking about college, or you are a young man, woman who just recently migrated to your US and you are considering education, this is the show for you. We are going to have a representative from somebody that has gone through the process, find ways to pay for college, and we're also going to have one of our sisters who is going to really talk to us about the VA and the military and their education benefits. So like I was saying, ne oni amedekele surtout côté militaire, mais côté Oni, à Meyede, tu viens juste d'atterrir aux États-Unis, ou soit tu es toujours au pays et tu as envie d'étudier aux États-Unis et tu as envie d'avoir des informations sur comment payer tes études aux États-Unis parce que c'est très cher. L'université aux États-Unis, il y a c'est cher. C'est cher, c'est pas petit à faire. Donc, la semaine prochaine, le mardi, on aura notre TED Talk sur l'éducation et comment payer pour votre éducation. Donc, soyez présents, invitez vos amis, invitez vos sœurs, vos frères que vous connaissez qui sont aux États-Unis ou bien qui sont en Afrique, qui veulent étudier aux États-Unis. Voilà. Sur ce, je vous dis bonne nuit.
Bonne
Good
nuit.
night.
Good night. À
And
bientôt.
see you again next week. And if you have any questions ahead of time regarding the educations and the paying for it, feel free to email us again. And also, if you want to advertise with us, this is your opportunity to do so. Just email us at tapdirect@gmail.com, and we will have all the information for you to advertise on here during Tap Talk and Tip members. So yeah, see you next week.
See you next week, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.